if we have a final showdown or not. We still got Alice versus Audio, but that's getting fixed by our producer here. No problem, Reno. And we got 4 VanillaTitan. Well, I want to say a Miracle Rogue, but it can also be with those 4 cards. It could be a Backspace Rogue versus VanillaTitan's Warlock. Versus Ignite's Warlock. Sorry.
We don't know yet what sort of Warlock it is.
Well, did he just drop Sap and Cold
Cold
Blood?
Blood and redrew Sap and Cold Blood. Yeah, that was a
scumbag hand cards.
high-class mulligan.
High class mulligan. Now he's playing against a Handlock with already the Twilight Drake, Shadowbolt, and Soulfire in hand. The heal is also good if you want to drop a turn 3. I think that's actually sometimes extremely good if you're fighting against Backspace, Miracle Rogue, something like that.
Only downside for Ignite is, of course, that he went first, so he doesn't have the coin. Like just 1 card, which is always nice.
Okay, with his Southsea deckhand, just like Backspace Rogue confirmed. That's no secret.
You said you really like the Backspace Rogue against the Handlock?
I think the Backspace Rogue is definitely better than a Miracle since his burst potential is just higher and you get 2 saps. So worst case scenario or best case scenario, you just burst your enemy out of life. I mean, if he wanted to, he could just Deadly Poison up and deal 10 damage or even more damage. He could deal 6-9 damage now if he wants to with the Deadly Poison and the Coin Cold Blood. And if your enemy has no Soulfire, you could just do it again next turn, which is extremely crazy. Well, I think he's considering just Weapon Up and Southsea Deckhand or Coin Cold Blood plus SI7, which is actually the move I like the move, since even if there is a Soulfire, you're gonna keep one of those 2 minions. So he has a Soulfire, but yeah, okay, he needs a Soulfire and Mortal Coil to actually deal with this.
Or Shadowbolt Soulfire should be enough.
Yeah. Shadowbolt Soulfire, but it's like gonna be Mortal Coil and Shadowbolt. Wow, it's so nice. That's exactly what he needed to deal with this. That hurts VanillaTitan actually. Well, the good thing is he has the Loot Order and just Weapon Up or Southsea Deckhand, so...
But still, look at the hand. Twilight Drake, 2 Molten, Defender of Argus, a Watcher already, Earthen Ring Farseer, Mountain Giant.
Oh, he needs to kill him, like, instantly. From the next turn on. Just go like Kavoof and the enemy's dead. For that, he would need another Cold Blood, I see. How much damage? So, with another Cold Blood, that would be 5, 7, 9, 13 damage. He could only deal with a Cold Blood.
That's not enough?
No, that's not enough. And now he's a Mountain Giant against him. And there's a Taunter for your enemy.
Well, he has to sap.
Well, would you sap now? Just wait. I mean, you can just deal your damage. I mean, okay, you shouldn't go crazy ham. I mean, I would consider just go for double Deadly Poison, but only play your Southsea Deckhand and deal 4 damage. So your enemy's not dropping Molten, Taunt. And then you can still sap next turn. So we could go...
No, I think I would go for Sap SI7. Yeah, Sap SI7. Bring him down to 14 or 13.
You could also just kill the giant. I mean, if you double Deadly Poison, attack with your Loot Hoarder, and then SI7, you just kill the giant, keep your sap, your enemy is on... Yeah, now I definitely prefer the move. You just kill the Molten Giant. You get 8 damage on the board, 10 with your Southsea Deckhand, 12 if you Shadow Step your minion, like if it stays on the board, which is not sure. So that's quite a nice damage spike you can actually put out. And with a Leroy, it would be exactly 18.
I think Twilight, Watcher, Shadow Flame now.
Twilight, Watcher,
Soulfire. Soulfire and Shadow Flame. So.
Yeah, or just Siphon Soul would also be a possibility. But what you need to do is absolutely Soulfire. You cannot leave the minion on the board, or you're going to lose... Oh, the Earthen Ring Farseer. That could get annoying. So we got 5, 7, 11 damage. With the King of Bananas. How much hand cards are there? 3, 6, 7. So if he goes Mukla, Shadow Step, Mukla, there will be too many hand cards. Which won't help him in any way or by now, but it's so cool.
Could go Deckhand, Shadow Step, Deckhand. But he wants to, like...
Deckhand, Shadow Step, Deckhand. That would be 4, 9, 13 damage only. Yeah, I know what you mean with the deckhand play.
No, I think I would Mugla, sap deckhand, and turn.
If he goes for Mugla now, he should sap, absolutely, since you don't want your enemy to have a Drake out and then just banana it up. And I like the deckhand play, actually. I mean, there's no downside. Well, nah, I still gonna stick to this. There's no downside on bringing him to 14. Even if he life taps, he's gonna be on. So he burns an Ancient Watcher, which is pretty good.
Yep.
First of all, so what can we do for Ignite? There's a Siphon Soul, so he heals up to 19. But after his Siphon Soul, he's at least not able to play anything, and that gives VanillaTitan. Wow.
That's lethal.
I'm still need time to count. Don't spoiler anything here. Spoiler alert! What are you doing?
Wait. Is
8, 13,
Yeah.
17.
And deckhand? Does he have the money?
That's 4, 6. Yeah, that's 7. He
Yeah,
exactly has enough.
It's 19 damage.
That's like exactly 19 damage. Not even 20. It just fits perfectly.
He's not even looking while he dies.
He's
Come
yelling
on,
at he's yelling at someone for those plays here. So.
But mom, I'm playing.
Now he doesn't look like, but mom, I'm playing.
No, you're
really not. So that
Mage.
a freeze mage versus backspace probably, or aggro mage. So there are two options. I think both are pretty cool, especially the Cold Light Oracle again in this matchup.
Against the freeze mage, know what you want to play.
Well, it's okay. You at least cannot. Well, if it's not the giant mage, so let's keep it like this. It could be the giant mage, where it's just like, yeah, you play Cold Light turn 3, and then you get a mountain giant in your face.
So let's see what he draws.
So the hand is pretty cool, and we got a Reza aggro mage for especially starting with the mana worm. He has a knife juggler and leper gnome plus the sorcerer's apprentice. I like that one a lot against the deck VanillaTitan is playing. I think you can be more aggro, especially if you go sorcerer's apprentice plus arcane missiles if he plays them, or just like mirror images. You just stall him so much and keep him from attacking your face.
The Argent Squire is really annoying now.
Well, I think it's like, okay, Argent Squire, I'm just gonna drop my stuff anyways. What do you want to do? So he still needs to take the damage.
You could also ping, yeah.
Oh, you could also ping. Oh,
I think that's stronger.
not a fan.
You don't like it?
Yeah, not a fan of this move. So what he could just weapon up, attack, or just weapon up, coin, Southsea Deckhand, weapon up, coin, Deadly Poison. There are like some options he has here, and now it's sad for Ignite. You want to play your Sorcerer's Apprentice, okay, that one will get killed. You want to play your Leper Gnome, could get killed, or just play your Knife Juggler, gets killed.
I think playing the Juggler plus the Leper Gnome is totally fine here.
Juggler plus the Leper Gnome. Yeah, I think so too. You do a ping, and even if he kills your Juggler, he drops down to 25. And then turn 4, you get your Water Elemental follow-up play. Crazy. So he can trade to the right, and okay, he can go for Southsea Deckhand if he wants, and just trade to the left. That would actually be better. Or he just attacks, weapons up, passes turn, and wants to keep his Southsea Deckhand for Southsea Deckhand Cold Blood to deal with the Water Elemental. That would be the best for VanillaTitan, actually.
Yeah. But is he considering the play?
Or I think he's just like, okay,
I think he's focusing on clearing the board and how to clear it.
Turn 4 is going to be so annoying. He has the Eviscerate, but that's not 6 damage. So the Water Elemental will be a big threat. And if you don't want to have one thing against you as a rogue, that is freeze.
And freeze.
Yeah.
So you cannot attack at all.
Yeah, one of your main damage sources. I mean, even if you just hit for 1 every turn, it's still, in 5 turns, 5 damage. So, super nice. That Water Elemental is going to be so good. Wow, he even gets Sorcerer's Apprentice plus Arcane Missiles and the card draw. So this could be a hella devastating.
Gold Light.
Into Deadly Poison.
But look at the hand already of VanillaTitan. That's a lot of damage. He has Leroy, he has Cold Blood, Eviscerate, Shadow Stab.
Okay, then look at the hand of Ignite already. He can just go for the Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mirror Images, Arcane Missiles, Frostbolt. Just like play everything from his hand, totally devastate your enemy. and be safe
think
from
he can-
Leroy Shadowstep, Leroy
He can
Coldblood.
play everything next turn if he wants to.
So he can. No, if he actually
Not the
drops,
Acolyte.
if he draws the cards with the Arcane Intellect, he won't be. Oh,
He will.
Yeah, he's still able to Frostbolt. That's correct. But he just clears the board with 1 Arcane Missiles. What is this? Who is this guy? Houdini?
He's a magician.
Yeah, I mean, that was just perfect for him. He's not playing his mirror images, which is okay. You don't want them to get Blade Flurried, actually, I would say. And VanillaTitan is, like, screwed. I mean, he could play Leroy to clear the Water Elemental.
Yeah, that's definitely what he wants to do.
Yeah, let's stop being sarcastic to me. So we get the Loot Hoarder and the Deadly
I
Poison.
mean, what are you gonna do? Deadly Poison, Loot Hoarder?
Yeah. Exactly. Or Leroy, his minion. So there are not many options, but those are the options.
God damn it, Pody.
Yeah.
I don't like either of those options.
Well, he can start nuking the face. The main problem is you're not getting any value from your weapon soonish. So there's Leroy Shadowstep, Leroy Coldblood. That would be, in theory,
16 damage.
16 with 2 times of the weapon attack. He could deal 22, but he's not going to attack soonish. And I think he's dead before he reaches turn 7, actually. So he needs 2 more turns to do Leroy Shadowstep, Leroy Shadowstep, Coldblood. And that's not even going to win him the game. And what do we see here for VanillaTitan? I mean, he could just drop Cellness, Frostbolt, Fireball. Just easy 11 damage with those 2 spells. 14, 17 damage. He could just nuke 17 damage out of nowhere now, if he wants to. Yeah, just mirror images, attack, and next turn it's already GG. Those aggro mages.
Yeah.
So
Well, is kind of rough.
the most annoying thing is, so you have South Sea Deckhand and the SI7 agent, so you could actually clear 2 of the mirror images.
Well, he's obviously
if
gonna
you
clear the sorcerer.
if you want to, and then you, in theory, you could go for Shadow Stab your South Sea Deckhand, play it again, but you won't have enough mana to. Actually, you would have had enough mana to Cold-Blood it to kill the Water Elemental. So you could have done that. Like just rotate everything through.
Yep, definitely a possibility. Now we see the Flame Strike. I doubt that he's gonna play it. Just gonna draw a card first. That's obvious against the deckhand.
So he got the 9 damage in his hand. Plus the Water Elemental, that's only 12. Sad face, not enough. So just gonna Frostbolt away the 3/3 probably.
Oh, even Ragnaros.
Well, I would Frostbolt away the 3/3, attack the face, win next turn with Ragnaros.
Yep.
That's exactly what I would do in this situation. No reason to play it any different.
Just get rid of the last minion. And he still has a taunt.
I mean, the enemy's frozen. You got the Fireball or the Ragnaros next turn. You just have enough damage. Okay, even the Arcane Golem. Not going to be useful here.
Nope.
Just the freeze in VanillaTitan's face hurts him so much. There's like, okay, you're frozen. You cannot use your weapon. You cannot kill the mirror images.
Water Elemental MVP.
Absolutely. I still like it as the best 4-drop, just with the freeze ability. I'm still annoyed that freeze is now going through armor. That was cool back in the days when you were just like, yeah, I got 10 armor, you cannot freeze me. That helps a lot.
That was completely balanced.
Yeah, nowadays you just get frozen every attack, so we need to use your executes. It's pretty sad. Oh, he's giving him a lot of mana just to make every move possible.
He wants the experience before he dies.
So what we got? We got Cellness plus the Fireball. We get just Ragnaros and trade him one of your minions. You still win. So if he Ragnaros and then just attacks with his Water Elemental or the... yeah, whatever. He just wins. So he could have done it in... he could even Ice Lance now. So he could just freeze him and Ice Lance for 5 damage.
That would be mean.
That would be super nice. So Ignite wins the second game.
Underrated Druid.
Which is absolutely okay too. Since you got the Innervate, you can drop the big creatures. You got your swipes plus super swipes with Cellness. And the Keeper of the Grove to just ping everything which hides between or behind the mirror images.
Yeah, and VanillaTitan has a Cairn that is rather slow. And he goes first. So not in a big game hunter, which could be useful against the Ragnaros, but he didn't see it.
Oh, look here at the hand that's just popping for the mage for Ignite. I mean, he has Mana Worm, Coin, Leper Gnome if he wants to. Or just Mana Worm, Coin, and next turn Arcane Intellect, Mana Worm, Coin, the card draw, which is just crazy if you go second with that kind of mage. You're just in such a great spot.
Yeah, if he manages to stall the game, the druid should be fine though.
I think he wished to have mirror images now, so he could go just Leper Gnome mirror images, be extremely safe. Look at the card draw potential that's just combined on the board with the damage. So there's a 2-3 which is getting stronger with every spell. You can just start pinging his minion. Innervate. I would taunt up here too.
Yep.
There's no coin sheep you should fear. And yeah, well, next turn you can just trade. If it gets sheeped, it gets sheeped. Would your Ice Lands here just
I was considering it.
or
I think he's gonna ping himself, draw a card, and then go for the Icelands.
we could go for the Arcane Missiles, and if they hit 3 times, then
If they hit 2 times, it's also fine. He would be able to at least trade. But if it only hits once, that would be nasty.
Yeah, I think the Leper Gnome is okay. The Ice Lands is considerable. I would like it actually. Yeah, I think he's just gonna trade with the Mana Worm. And maybe even drop his the Game Hunter or just Hero ability up and kill the Leper Gnome.
I think hero ability kill the Leper Gnome. But the mage is able to draw cards. But if he draws cards, like he has to use 2 mana.
Yeah,
So
that's what I always like. The option, okay, you can draw cards. That's okay, just draw your cards. But you ain't able to actually do more. Like draw a card and then go for your Knife Juggler. Well, that's double Arcane Missiles. We could just go down the RNG road completely. I like the polymorph here, but I would like the RNG road more, obviously. The good thing is you polymorph and you draw a card, so more options. And he even gets the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I think
next turn you can just throw missiles.
He can show double missiles, the card draw plus, wow, this is just so much, plus the Ice Lands in theory. Okay, in this situation, I would go the card draw road with Arcane Missiles. I think just draw 2 cards, see what you get. Maybe a Frostbolt. Okay, double Ice Lands, and yeah, just now start nuking your Arcane Missiles.
Would you sacrifice your 1/1 already? No, you wouldn't, right?
Well, no. First, just go for the Arcane Missiles. Since if you want to play 2,
Okay, yeah, he has to go for them.
yeah. So if they hit 3 times now, you don't need to sacrifice.
1.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Someone looks not happy, and that one is Ignite at the moment. Now you're facing the Super Swipe, not your access, the Super Swipe. Would you go for it or rather do it with your Argent Commander?
I would swipe the face.
Swipe the face. I like that one too. That's like 9 damage.
Hero ability.
Or even White Crows. If you just want to play more cards later on. Like if you White Crows here, you could next turn go for Druid of the Claw plus Roar in
White
theory.
Crows is stronger. I like that.
Yeah, if you swipe, I would consider White Crossing too. Especially if you draw an Ancient of Lore now, you would have more mana to actually play some cards. Yeah, that's good. Look at this, down to 20, and next turn, okay, let's count. What is it with Druid of the Claw and Savage Roar? That would be 8 plus another 6. 14 damage, just right in the face.
Plus 8.
Knife Juggler into Blood Mage Selness. Is he really gonna do that? Wow, another ping didn't hit, so Ignite extremely unhappy since he really wanted to just ping away.
Yes, to Icelands.
He can Selness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't like that one.
No.
After he had so unluck with the double Arcane Missiles, it's considerable not to do it. I like it. It would be so cool if he just goes for the Selness.
Yeah, and then it doesn't work out. It takes 4 more damage.
Oh man, especially if there is another swipe now, you're like super screwed.
Yeah, but you're gonna get screwed regardless, right? When you swipe.
Okay, what there's another White Crow. So You cannot attack. We don't have the potential of the great damage rush. Argent Commander.
Argent Commander into one of the...
Yeah. You don't want to leave
Juggles.
2 alive. If he gets mirror images next turn, or even double mirror images, that would be like 4 pings everywhere.
The question is,
Even more, I'm sorry.
do you play Wild Growth or Hero Ability?
Hero ability, since you're already so high on mana, and they'd rather keep the white growth
Just
for
for
card
the early turn 10 play that you can
Yeah.
play a Zoodrake and Druid of the Claw. That's why I was considering going for the Wild Growth.
No, I think you really want to go for Druid of the Claw Saboteur next, and you rely on the card draw of the white growth later on. I know what you mean. I think like this is slightly better.
Safer, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. And another ping didn't hit, so he just wanted the ping to hit, and then just use Chillax, his hero ability, and not the Frostbolt he wants to combo with Iceland's next turn, since it's so much damage. He could consider going for the phase, maybe, but he needs to trade, since there could be a Force of Nature roar next turn, and then you're entirely completely screwed. Ragnaros.
Play him.
This looks
Play
good
him.
for VanillaTitan at the moment.
It's shiny.
And the main problem is you want to play Ragnaros, but yeah, okay, if it hits the face, it's actually worse, since you don't want to have the Azure Drake against you. Double Water Elemental
Great.
is possible. I think that might have been an okay move here. Oh, he has a
Fireball.
Fireball that's only 7 damage.
Oh, you can't even ping. Oh,
I would have liked the double water elemental, I have to admit, since next turn you could go for, if the Ragnaros hits 1 water elemental, you could go for the Selnis plus Iceland's play. This is looking good for Ignite. He can still win. Your enemy is down to 16. You get a freeze. You got Selnis plus Fireball plus Iceland. So in theory, he can manage to pull this off. And he still got the Leopard Gnome. So if Ragnaros hits the Leopard Gnome, devastating. You take 2 extra damage, and then you get wrecked. 2 options in my eyes.
yeah.
Go for the Druid of the Claw in the face, and trade with a Leopard Gnome. Then it's a 33% chance you win the game right away. So that's a possibility. Not a cool one, but possible. You could just taunt up your Druid of the Claw, kill the Leopard Gnome, and hope that the Ragnaros hits the 3/6 or
Could
4/4.
go for Druid of the Claw as taunt. Roar hero ability, attack the face, and then go for the 33% while being safe. Even though you used your raw, but it should be okay.
That would be 1 out of 4. That would be okay, actually.
Yeah. 25%.
Or he just charges in, roars, so he kills the 3/6, goes for the face. So either he wins or he killed the 4/4. Yeah.
Oh.
VanillaTitan
Yeah.
manages to pull this off. I think